process.
Certainly, Chairman. I have two individuals in the queue. The first individual member of the public is Mr. Bruce Patterson. Mr. Patterson, you're up.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board. This is Bruce Patterson, Garwood, New Jersey. My comments, which I had originally sent to Jim, I did edit them to reflect the latest agenda, so the numbers are correct. Resolution 2020-643. This is a resolution modifying the budget, adding $100,000 regarding a Union County College Oak Ridge project. Where's this money coming and going from, and what are the details of this project? It's the first I've heard of it. Number 2020-649. This is a resolution spanning 2 years for $3.3 million for the subcontracts for Hearth Emergency Solutions Grant. I did hear some explanation, but the question is, who is actually getting what subcontracts and how much? And exactly where is this money coming from? Because it mentioned about transferring among different line items. 2020-651. It's a $22,000 resolution to Rifkin of Pennsylvania for mail ballot transport bags. I guess these are additional bags. How many are we getting, and what's the unit price of these bags, and how many will we then have? Resolution 2020-655. This is my favorite. This is a resolution giving NETA Architects $1.1 million for architectural services for demolition and construction of the new parking deck. To me, it's just another bloated contract to NETA. With NETA, political donations to the freeholders and the cronies totaled up to $96,000 in 4 years. Nearly $50,000 is just to the freeholders alone in $7,000 checks. It's got to make you giddy just working with NETA Architects, being able to give him contracts of taxpayer money just to get $7,000 checks at campaign time. You know exactly where he is getting this huge money to donate. Anyone with integrity would resist this corrupted system involving NETA. So we'll see who lacks the integrity when the vote comes. Resolution 656 and 657. I'm combining these two resolutions to comment. $141,000 to PS&S for civil engineering and $38,000 to Remington Vernick for geotechnical services, both for the new parking garage, and Director Graziano did point it out. But we're giving $1.5 million in June to Lehrer for construction management and demolition, $13.5 million for demo and construction, $1 million in this laundering of campaign money through NETA, $180,000 to PSS and Remington Vernick for professional services, all for the parking garage. We're looking at a black hole of taxpayer money disappearing, all these politically connected and all these projects that you do. Last week was a $2 million reso to the Union County Improvement Authority for professional services for the upcoming $120 million government complex project. I shudder thinking that this parking garage boondoggle is just a precursor to the upcoming disastrous boondoggle of the new government complex. Family courthouse, the stairwell project, all track records of the failures to the complete wasting and abusing and even possible corruption of taxpayer money. I am saddened that no freeholder up there has the high quality of experience and intelligence to stop these travesties. This political sycophant of the political boss, Senator Scutari. I step up and say something about this wasting of the money. Continue. 2020-662. I'd like details of the supervisor's bargaining agreement from 2018 to 2020. Resolution 664. It's waiving residency of a Jessica Cohen. I'd really like to know why this is being done. And Resolution 665, position controls personnel. I'd like to know the details of that, because a couple of times, there's the freeholders snuck in their best buds with no experience in the high salary positions. And you should have hired within to the county, but you didn't. And these corrupt practices, abusive patronage, must stop. I guess the last one, the executive session, just an overview of what this is about Emmanuel Vervalis versus Union County. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Patterson, we'll start with 643, and I'll ask Director Taylor to comment on that.
Yes, through you, Chairman. Resolution 643 is essentially the county is recouping the additional costs associated with Amendment 4 for the Oak Ridge project, which has been going on since June of 2017. So it's coming from the college and to help offset the county's cost.
Very good. Thank you, Director.
You're
We'll
welcome.
move to 649 to Director Anderson.
Through you, Chairman. So for HUD, it's the Department of Housing and Urban Development. That's who is the funder of this. It is 9 nonprofit organizations throughout Union County that focus on homeless prevention, such as Family Promise, Proceed, Elizabeth Coalition, to name a few, but it's 9 organizations.
Very good, Director. Thank you. Administrator Dorado, 651, if you can comment on a high level for that, that would be great.
I will, yes, Chairman. Thank you. Pursuant to Executive Order 177, voters will now be permitted to return their voted ballots to polling locations. It is required by the state that we have secure ballot transport bags for the poll worker to deposit the vote by mail ballot and then return it back to transport it back to our office on election night. We will have 116 polling locations in the November 3rd general election. It was recommended that we purchase additional bags in the instance that bags get full and we have to switch them out and bring them back to our office. So we are purchasing 130 bags for the amount on the resolution. The bags are $170.80 each. They are, that includes, or in addition, $410 in freight. And A. Rifkin has been an awesome partner previously, and they will be able to get these bags delivered to us before the end of the month.
Very good. I knew you would have the detail of each and every one of those items, so I appreciate that. Nicole, well done.
My pleasure. Thank you, Chairman.
Very good. We're going to move right to the county manager. I just accepted the comments from Mr. Patterson for some of his other things. We'll move to the county manager, 662, 664, and 665. Ed, can you just kind of touch on those quickly, please?
Sure, Chairman. For 665, this is not a new hire. This is just a transfer between departments. It's no additional money. For 664, Ms. Cohen has been part of our COVID response team since the beginning in March, and she coordinates our mobile response. So this is a valuable member to the team. And for 665, this is a, sorry, what number was it? Oh, sorry, 662, excuse me. This is a 3-year contract. It's a 2% increase for each year, and there are no other substantial changes from the pre-existing contract.
Good. No, well done, County Manager. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
County Council Bergen, can you give as high level as you can on the executive session item?
Yes, thank you, Chairman. As the board is aware, I can't really comment on this ongoing litigation, but the matter listed is for the freeholders to be updated by council and to consider how we might proceed forward with the case. And that's really all I could say at this time. Thank you, Chairman.
Very good. All right. And I believe at this point, we will be going into executive